If you're like me, an SDR that loves to cold call, you know that volume is key to get those targets, to make your manager happy and ultimately get those meetings. But when you're having 30 to 50 conversations a day, it can feel like a lot of noise. It can be overstimulating, and sometimes you're thinking back, I don't know what was working, I don't know what isn't. And with Airspeed at the end of my day, that's exactly what I like to do. It helps me reflect, review, and improve for the next day. As many of you SDRs know, that opener is key. Saying the right opener might lead to a conversation, or saying the wrong one might get you pushed off the phone. So I'm going to ask Airspeed, what openers on my cold calls are resulting in the most conversations? So right now, Airspeed's searching through all my calls that have a cold call tag. So it's not going to pull in any irrelevant information. It's only going to focus on what matters, and that is my cold calls. And this right here is beautiful for someone like me, who, when I just get a load of information on a dashboard, I can see right away what's driving low engagement and what's driving high engagement. Green for high, for yellow for low. And what's useful about a dashboard if you actually don't see that context? And Airspeed brings that up exactly. Talk time is also one of my favorite statistics. I feel like the more that I listen and the less that I talk, the more favorable the outcome is going to be, the more likely it's going to result in a booked meeting. So right here, Airspeed's showing me that the prospect didn't engage very much. Why is that the case? So right here, Airspeed's telling me I'm talking too much. The information was heavy and seller-led. Prospect didn't get a word in for the first 84 seconds. And that's a good indicator that that's something that I need to shift away from and be more weary of. As opposed to call B, where I'm getting highest prospect engagement, I'm bringing in a warm introduction and I'm focusing on one question. It's a brief, genuine social opener, and I ask one clear, specific question. We can compound that with one more call, see if I can integrate anything else. Clearly, Airspeed showing me that the personal open was highly specific to something real in the prospect's life. So not generic small talk. Also another good example of what's going to get you good prospect engagement on a cold call. Overall, Airspeed's showing me the exact patterns of what works and what doesn't. Single specific open-ended question, prospect-centered rapport, so not a generic question, not generic small talk, and explicit callback context. I'm telling them exactly why I'm reaching back out, why I'm relevant, and why it's relevant for them. So for my next day, I'm going to look back to this and make sure that I'm adhering to this. And I can even come back to Airspeed after and see if it's actually resulting in better outcomes. This is another example of how I use Airspeed to keep showing up every day, improve, even if it's by a little bit, so that this all compounds over weeks, over months, and then over the years.